It's Friday, folks, and we are hitting a beautiful time of year in the CS Array. Want to take a live look over SRP Park. We finally have the Green Jackets back. They're going to be taking on the Fireflies tonight, and then through the weekend, they are going to continue a home stretch Saturday and Sunday against the Fireflies. So if you're not out there tonight, we got a 6:05 first pitch Saturday and then 5:05 first pitch on Sunday. And through the weekend, they're going to have some really great promotional events. On Sunday, they're actually going to give away $20,000 with a chipping contest, so kind of going with the golf theme heading into Masters Week. But beautiful conditions out there this evening. Temps will be in the 50s for most of this game as we continue into later this evening. But late tonight and early tomorrow, it is going to be cold out there. We are expecting temperatures to most likely fall all the way down into the upper 30s and low 40s by daybreak tomorrow morning. Right now, apparently, for some reason, that is not showing what it should be. Let's see if we can fix that real quick. Okay, so why is that? Sorry about this, folks. I want to make sure. There it is. That's what we're looking for. All right, we're back in action. All right, so for the weekend, we are going to see nice afternoons. That is a good thing, but it's still going to be pretty cold tomorrow morning and Sunday morning. We'll most likely see kind of a mixed bag of upper 30s to low 40s across the region. So if you're going to be up early either morning this weekend, you are going to need a jacket, but once the sun comes up, warms us up a little bit, we should see some really nice days up ahead. Here's our forecast tomorrow if you are heading to the Augusta National Golf Club for that final day of the women's amateur. Early tee times, chilly for sure. The good news is tomorrow we're not expecting much of a wind factor. Wind should generally be 10 miles per hour or less during the day, even through the afternoon. And temperature-wise, by the afternoon, we'll be in the upper 50s around lunchtime and then work our way into the 60s as we head later into the day. So a really nice Saturday on tap for us here around Augusta. Once we get into our Sunday and Monday, we got drive, chip, and putt Sunday. Early in the morning, temps will be in the 40s and 50s most of that event, so a little bit chilly, but Sunday afternoon we will see highs hit the low 70s. For that first practice round Monday, looking to be mostly sunny throughout the day, and temperatures will feel much more April-like. We should actually get some high temps back close to 80, so looking good for the practice rounds. We'll talk about later into tournament time in just a little bit. Lake forecast looks good. A couple of different tournaments. We actually have the Peach State Crappie Anglers Veterans Tournament happening at Elijah Clark State Park tomorrow. Looking forward to being up there for that. Saturday up at the lake, if you're going to be out fishing early, remember that boat's going 40 miles an hour and it's 39 degrees outside. You're going to need a few layers on. It's going to be cold out there, but luckily not too choppy up at the lake the next couple of days. Wind out of the northwest between 5 to 10 Saturday, and then out of the south staying between 5 to 10 on Sunday. And Sunday will definitely be the warmer of the two weekend days, but no major headaches up at Clarks Hill. Just be mindful that the current lake level is about a foot above full pool, so just watch out for debris. But heading into Monday, that's when we have the partial solar eclipse for us here at the CS Array. Remember, there is a good stretch of the U.S. that could potentially see totality, but for us here, just going to be a partial eclipse. What that means is that you need proper solar glasses to view this safely. You're not going to be able to just look up with your naked eye or even a pair of sunglasses and be able to see this without hurting your eyes. So just be mindful of that. I know the Ruth Patrick's Science Education Center on USCA's campus, they're selling glasses for like $2 a pair. They're going to have a viewing party there. Also, AU, their physics department, is having a viewing party. I believe they're going to be giving away glasses, and I actually did hear that Lowe's may be off. Robert C. Daniel did have a few pairs as well. So there's a few different places you may be able to find some still, but you will need those glasses to see it, unless you're going to have do the pinhole experiment. So if you get just a piece of paper, put it in a shoebox, put a little pinhole through it, and then have a bigger hole you can look in, you'll be able to see the eclipse that way through the shadows. But other than that, Gary.
You need to have an optical filter.
There you go.
Over a camera.
Oh, let's see if we can even. I can see the light kind of.
Otherwise, if you point your camera at the sun in the middle of the eclipse.
Here, get in here, Gary. This is our news operations manager.
If you point your camera at the sun in the middle of the eclipse when we're not at totality, which we won't be, you could totally fry the image sensor on the inside of that camera. So please do not do that. Get yourself one of these guys.
That's fancy.
Yeah.
So we're going to be able to use this and get some really cool pics Monday.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's the plan.
And Gary's actually going to be at Augusta National Monday, where they're giving away special Masters solar eclipse glasses. So I'm very jealous of that.
Yeah, it's going to be a big deal.
That's going to be cool. I will try not to smudge that lens. But thanks, Gary. That's going to be cool. I'm looking forward to that. So definitely later Monday afternoon, be sure to tune in. We're going to have some great images coming from that solar eclipse. And the forecast has been really going back and forth on if we're going to have some clouds or not. So I'd imagine the scenario goes to where we have some fair weather cumulus, to where maybe at times the clouds passing over the sun and the eclipse happening, but there will be enough breaks to where we'll be able to get some good views of this. So 2 thumbs up for that. Ideal time, the maximum coverage is going to happen at 3:08 p.m., but it's going to start at 1:50 and go until about 4:20. So it'll be a long process of kind of just traveling from the moon, traveling and obstructing the sun for us. So looking forward to that heading into Monday. Now we're pushing into tournament time. This will look ahead to next week. So for the par 3 contest on Wednesday, right now it looks mostly dry. Cannot rule out maybe there's a quick, just little crud shower that passes by at some point during the day, but very minimal. And I expect that to really impact the par 3 contest Wednesday. Now Thursday's a different story. That's when a cold front's arriving. We're likely going to have a decent opportunity for showers and thunderstorms ahead of that front on Thursday. It's also going to be breezy with the front arriving, so creating a tighter pressure gradient. So that south wind will be picking up, say, sustained between 10 to 20 miles an hour Thursday, and staying breezy Friday behind the front, but we do look mostly dry, still 10 to 20 out of the west Friday. So round 1 and 2, I think weather will definitely have an impact, possibly creating some wet conditions for round 1, but also the wind factor is going to be there, and it's going to be a different wind direction between round 1 and 2. So we'll have to see how golfers do handle that. The thing is, if they're able to get some good scores Thursday and Friday, they are going to be in store for a fantastic final round of the Masters here in Augusta. Saturday and Sunday next week, wind's going to calm down, generally between 5 to 10. We're going to get afternoons mid and upper 70s, generally sunny skies. Just a really fantastic closing weekend here in Augusta heading into next week. So that is the good news. We're just going to have to monitor Thursday. Right now, some models are showing there could be maybe some severe weather ingredients available, but still too far out to really know too much certainties about that day. But one thing is, with the tighter pressure gradient, it is going to create some stronger winds for us. So Thursday, as that front's pushing through, we'll likely see gusting winds, say 25, maybe up to 30 plus miles per hour throughout the day. And then on Friday, a little bit better, but still seeing those gusts maybe up to around 25 as we get past the lunch hour. So still enough to maybe cause an impact on play there. Here's the way it's looking on, this is the European model, so take with a grain of salt. This is still a good ways out, but both, a lot of our longer range models are hinting at the same general scenario happening heading into next week. So high pressure is going to keep us dry this weekend. That's going to start retreating by Monday, so we should stay dry Monday, but as we head into Tuesday, maybe a quick little shower between Tuesday and Wednesday as we just start to build more moisture across the area. Definitely going to be cloudy. We'll likely stay pretty cloudy during that 48-hour time stretch of Tuesday and Wednesday. Now we're pushing ahead to Thursday, so this is when that front is expected to arrive, and the speed and the timing of the front will kind of drive when we have our highest rain chances. So this particular model run brings in this wave of storms kind of late Wednesday night into Thursday morning, and then we do see some gradual clearing as we get later into our Thursday night. If that happens, then most of Friday stays dry. We don't have to worry about rain. Still going to be a little bit breezy out there, but no major headaches. Other models make it a little bit slower to where maybe it's not quite out as soon by Friday morning, to where maybe we could see a lingering shower or two. So that speed of the front will really drive what type of weather we see which day. But at the moment, it looks like we do have some pretty decent rain chances Thursday next week. Some of that could linger into Friday, but right now those rain chances Friday are looking minimal from updates I'm seeing here coming out a little bit later into the day. But something we're going to continue to keep a very close eye on. Until then, enjoy some beautiful weather here across the CSRA through the weekend. Hopefully you have a great night. We'll have another update for you coming up on News 12 at 11.